Hello, dear viewer. Welcome back to CoinCast. We're back with another video. Before I get started, if I do stutter off, that's because my cat will be joining me. But you're not really listening to me right now, are you? You are looking at what I have in front of you, which would be an 1862 Indian head penny. For those of you who do not know and were wondering why I have this out, it's because this penny was minted while the Civil War was in progress. It started 1861 and ended in 1865. I believe it ended in April of 1865 and started in May of 1861, but don't quote me on that. So yeah, this penny was minted then. So I'll show you the penny. It's in I'm sorry for the glare. I apologize. It's in very good condition. A little worn on the 8 in the date. A little worn on the F and of. But you can definitely see the Indian head on it. And if I can get it to focus, you can clearly see Liberty in its headband. I don't know what you would call that. But very good condition. And going to the back, 1 cent, very good condition. The wreath, you can see the detail, and the shield, of course, since this is the Variety 2 date. So yes, it is in very good condition. You can see the border. So that is it. It has very minimal rubbing. So I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of the coin value-wise and its mintage, and a little bit about the Indian head penny to begin with. The Indian head design was first issued in 1859 and is in representation of the Liberty, the Indian wearing the Liberty headdress. Sorry, that's what you call it. This is no specific Native American. The first year, like I said, the Variety 1 was just the wreath and 1 cent on the back with no shield. But Variety 2, which is this one, it did have a more detailed wreath, number 1, and it had the shield at the top. So the coins of 1859 and early 1960 show a pointed bust. Those made from late 1860 until 1864 had a more rounded bust. Prior to the trailed off. I apologize. Oh, this is just about nickels. Okay then. Well, there you have a little bit of a brief history. The Indian head was made from 1859 to 1909. So the mintage of the 1862. Philadelphia was a little bit more than 28 million. I do not know how many are still around today, and how many have not been destroyed or something like that. So value-wise, one of the minimums would be G4, 4 out of 70 on the coin grading scale. Obviously, this one is very much so. It's much higher than a 4. It's much higher than a 10, a 20, a 30, maybe higher than a 40. I'm no expert like at NGC or PCGS, so don't quote me on this, but I have a pretty good idea of how they grade the coins. But don't quote me on this because I'm definitely not an expert. But value-wise, I would be looking at maybe anywhere from 45 to 55. I would be looking at for this coin, in my opinion. So from 45, that could be, 1 second, let me re-find my placement. That could be anywhere from $50 to possibly, on the very high end, $100, and then $50 on the very low end. So it's somewhere in that ballpark. So that's a little history on the coin. My cat decided not to interrupt, so that's good. So one last quick look at the coin. I do apologize for the glare. I'm sorry. Okay, now that you've seen that, do please consider subscribing. We do not force it here at CoinCast, but we definitely do encourage it. So, that is it, and that is all. Have a good day.